I became first place in the arcade arena by using an old epic cookie, someone who has a reputation of being power crept and useless. Sorbet Shark is finally usable, but why is that? Well, in the arcade arena, every single super epic rarity plus cookies are banned, epic treasures are banned, and OP epics like Wild Berry are banned. So in order to understand why I decided to use Sorbet, we need to look at the arena meta as a whole first. The most meta team right now is the Citrus Squad, and this is the standard team that needs to be beaten. It has burnt cheese for his stun at the beginning of the battle, 3 electric DPSs, grapefruit, lemon, who can dodge, and orange, and lime for support. The Citrus Squad is meta cause they're newer epics, so naturally they have better stats and buffs than old epics. I'll show you how strong it is by fighting this opponent, who's using a pretty decent fire team with Nutmeg Tiger. Oh no, I'm so scared. Yeah, this is definitely a hard fight and I'm gonna lose. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, wow. Alright, here's a team I created that's supposed to counter the Citrus Squad. I call it the Double Stun team. We take the Citrus Squad and swap out lime for smoked cheese. But why exactly did we do that? Well, smoked cheese and burnt cheese are the most meta crowd controllers, cause this meta is based on one-shotting your opponents. Stunning them prevents them from one-shotting you first. Smoked cheese can charm the enemies with a 2-second starting skill, and burnt can stun the enemies with a 1-second start. So my idea is that why not just stun the opponent twice? My burnt cheese actually had the 3-second start to have a good skill rotation and make sure he stuns after smoked cheese, but why replace lime instead of anyone else? So it turns out she doesn't have the electric element, while grapefruit, lemon, and orange do. If you pair 3 cookies of the same element together, for this season they get a damage resist and attack buff. Let's try out my team against this opponent, an extremely stacked Citrus Squad comp sitting at 4th place. Here we go. Alright, let's do some more battles to make sure the double stun team actually works. Our next opponent is using the Citrus Squad. Yeah, that team is spreading like the plague. Okay, let's do another battle. It's really easy to find opponents like this using the Citrus Squad in the high arena ranks. Alright, time to move on to Sorbet Shark. So here's the problem. I recorded all those Citrus Squad battles on day 3 of the arcade arena. I ran out of tickets to reach first place cause I never buy any. So I reached first place on day 1 instead. Back then, there were no Citrus Squad teams being used. It was complete chaos, so a lot of cookies were good, including Sorbet. The Citrus Squad destroys Sorbet, but since they didn't exist, Sorbet was viable. Here's the team I created, the Sorbet 2-shot comp. Burnt cheese goes first with a 1-second start and stuns the enemies. Seltzer goes next and has a 2-second start and pulls the enemies together positionally, allowing Sorbet to hit more enemies. Menthol goes next and has a 3-second start, dealing tons of damage. Financier goes 4th, increasing the team's survivability. Sorbet goes 5th and cleans up the remaining cookies. I'm using Sorbet because they deal true damage based on max HP, very good against tanks like Financier and Burnt Cheese. Here's the first battle, let's use Sorbet. The opponent's using a day 1 electric team, here we go. Okay, next battle, Sorbet versus the water team. The water element was extremely popular because of how OP Menthol was. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's do another battle. Sorbet versus another water team. It's time to assert Sorbet's dominance. On the right we have a very bad team actually. Here's what happens if you put like no thought into your team. Okay, so now here's how I actually got top 1. So I didn't always use one-shot comps because it can be, you know, kinda risky. So here's the ultimate trick in the arcade arena. Stealing. Whenever you lose to an opponent, you steal their team. So in the very beginning, the top 1 player that wasn't me was using this team. It's like not very good now, but back then it was pretty good. It has Financier, Choco Drizzle, Caviar, Menthol, and Peppermint. It's a water team, but at the same time it has Choco Drizzle in it. It's not really a one-shot team, but more of a survivability team. As you can see, we got no burnt cheese or smoked cheese in it, and we're using the watch treasure. On the other hand, one-shot comps usually don't use the watch treasure. So after I got beaten up by first place, I decided to use their team. Used my own toppings and biscuit setup because obviously those are hidden. You can't copy toppings, but you can still copy the cookies being used in the treasures. So let's try out the top 1's team and see what happens. Our first opponent has a water team and they're 19th place. Our next opponent is using an extremely tanky Madeline team, and they're 3rd place. Here we go. Our next opponent is using a water one-shot team, and they're also 2nd place. And that's how I got 1st place on the leaderboard. I also want to mention that I'm turning a new leaf. I won't be hitting my desk anymore cause it's clearly unpopular.